guess stuff just don't want to work the right way and do the things it's supposed to. So like, hey, we're here. I'm over here trying to click buttons on my fancy little deck thing. Like, hey, switch scenes. Let me do the thing. I want to see the people. Let the people see me. The button's not doing buttons though. Y'all fix that later. But that's going to be a later problem because we got homework to do. Yeah, that's a problem for future Raven. It's great. Music be blasting. Yeah, we studying. Doing the big studies. The crazy part about it is, well, I mean, it's a separate audio splitter, which is probably why it's not as loud for me. But it's not loud on my end. Breaking my ears. Okay, that should be better. It's like negative 45 decibels. It should be a lot quieter now. So like, yeah. Anyways, I got reading to do, so I'm gonna read. It's gonna be great. I would say y'all can read with me, but like, I don't think you want to read about adjusting to modern life from a psych standpoint. So I'm gonna do my reading, and we're gonna be focused for the next 25 minutes because we're using the Pomodoro method. For anybody that may have missed it up above, Pomodoro method, focused activities, because you can use it for more than just studying. I just happen to use it for studying, but focused work, like paying attention to the thing. I'm doing a 25-5 split for half-hour breakdowns. So 25 minutes focused studying, 5-minute break, and then you do that on cycle for X amount of revolutions, kind of like working out and whatnot. Like you do sets, and then like you have your cool down. So I got 3 sets of that, and then we take a half-hour break. So yeah, read it out loud, basically. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing. Feel free to chat amongst all of y'all. I'm just gonna be focused and doing my reading, so I won't be responding right away. But thank you all for hanging out here. Glad to have you here to body double with me. I hope you enjoy the lo-fi music now that it's turned down and not breaking people's ears. And y'all just have a great time. I'll talk to you soon. Oh my god, it's break time.
Because Sparky be doing some bot girl shit. Bot girl shit.
Okay, where did I leave off? We had the hydrate, and then I was reading stuffs. He hates us for not having the fact reading. That's not true. I don't hate y'all. To Reed's point, I'm studying tonight. I need to not be so distracted. But I do feel a little bad that I haven't had it up for the last couple streams. I've just had no spoons. Monday and Tuesday just took it out of me. I haven't been feeling good all week. I actually did not go to work today because I wasn't feeling good. Like I officially hit my wall of like, hey, I need the day off. I can't push myself today. So yeah, that's been a thing. But the fact will be returning shortly. Probably potentially tomorrow. Depends on how much homework I get through tonight and what I still have to work on tomorrow. But yeah, it'll make a return. I promise. Grim is live. Grim's plan is to just raid into the dummies when they go live, which I believe they're already doing. Yeah, they're already doing. So yeah. Stealth can't read the food yet. Camera broke. Yeah, no, I had a little notification pop up. My OBS disconnected for a moment for some reason. Don't know why, but it did. It's back on now. We working. We doing things. Mobile's always trash, but yay. Glad you're now back on desktop. Thanks, Reed. Have a good night. Sorry I didn't get to say bye when you were actually saying goodbye. Somebody clipped the pack. Maybe Reed's just trying to keep the chat move for whoever comes in. Nice. Appreciate that, Stealth. Hi, Graz. How's it going? Can you get your mic up a little? My mic up a little? Is that good? No. While I was reading and doing the study stuff, random hand. No, while I was reading and doing the study stuff, the mic was turned off, so you wouldn't hear it talking and stuff, which actually worked out to my favor because Bean came in here what two, 3 times, something like that, making noise and everything. It's like he knows that we're streaming and he's not supposed to be in here while we're streaming. But you know, it be what it be. Kids do what they do. It's good. I got my Lego Rivendell today. Ooh, we'll be doing Legos and loving it. That's what's up, guys. So excited for you. Rivendell looks like an amazing piece. Isn't it something like 11,000 pieces? Something like that? I know Mel had recently finished theirs. So like, yeah, join in the club. Posted a screenshot of me in the Gremlins Discord. Oh boy. Should I be worried? I'm getting screenshotted now. Oh no. All of the screenshots. Sleeping while studying. I wasn't sleeping. That was on your end, homie. I am wide awake. Don't want to be awake, but I'm wide awake. 6,000 pieces if you'll read in the box right. Gotcha. That screenshot is where it froze. Nice. Love a little moment of transfer there for where it froze. Congratulations. It's great. We're loving it. But you know, reading stuff right now for homework because I got to read a couple chapters and then do a discussion board post about them, about the things that I learned and putting stuff in my own words. It's great. And it's the first week of classes, so it's like the introductory content and everything. And this feels very rudimentary, I guess would be a good way of putting it, because like it's all like it's describing basic terms of stuff and like explaining what the expectations and like advancement of the content is going to be throughout the entire semester and like throughout the entire book. I'm just like, this is a little redundant and repetitive. I've read almost an entire chapter and it's basically just said the same thing 3 times over, just in different words. That'll be a basic term for you. Yeah. But also, somebody made cookies while I was reading, so I got a cookie now. They're peanut butter. Man, we love study treats. They're amazing. Oh, there's also a thing I gotta do now. Since the dummies is live, I gotta sit here and lurk on their stuff so that I can get points. So I can be a nuisance. So there we go. I'm just gonna lurk on the dummies, have the stuff muted. I'm gonna get all the points. I gotta keep my watch streak going. Stretch and hydrate with water. Oh my god. Big old stretches. Do all the stretchings. It's great. It's great. We love it. We love it. Yeah. I just got a little token. It says I like your spot. I got hydrate with water. That actually works perfectly because peanut butter cookies. So thank you for that. We love being hydrated over here in a healthy manner. I have technically 2 different forms of water tonight instead of soda. So like, go off, I guess. That's the fun of not feeling well and having called into work. I'm just like, hey, we're going to take a step back and get all the healthy stuff. So I have my Rise energy drink thing, mostly water-based, that we talked about a couple streams ago. And then I have regular water. So like, woo, doing the stuff. But I hope all y'all are having a lovely evening tonight. Again, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Just doing stuff, getting schoolwork done, being productive, learning psychology shit.
Yep.
Apparently getting random encouragement pecks on the forehead while I'm reading. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah. Number 1 supporter right over there. It's amazing. Yeah, that one. That's wheeling in right now.
Hi.
#1 supporter, pushes me to do all the stuff. Y'all are
Which is
amazing.
great because I can't push him in general. So
I also love that because you scooped all the way over here. We're both on your stream now. Grass says hi though. But yeah, our 5-minute break is up though, friends. So I'm gonna go back to reading now after I finish reading this next message. Yeah, but when she moved in, that's when you started having technical difficulties. Technically, maybe? I mean, having another machine here, especially running 2 different streams at the same time, like it can get a little taxing on the internets. But realistically, my main problem is that I'm on a Wi-Fi connection, and the Wi-Fi gets shared throughout the whole house with everybody here. So I just need to fix that and get an actual Ethernet cable. But my motherboard doesn't like to cooperate with an Ethernet cable, so I gotta get a new motherboard first. For whatever reason, my motherboard does not read when an Ethernet cable is put in, and like when I go into computer config stuffs and like all the techie things behind how that stuff works, in the actual panel, it doesn't have the proper connector in like its database, so it will never read an Ethernet cable. I've tried doing the full reset on it in order to wash out what's currently there and like replace all of the data entry things for it on the back end to install the correct reader, but it didn't work, and I tried it 3 separate times. I even had professionals do it at Geek Squad and that didn't work either. So it's just a matter of I eventually need to get a different motherboard that is not specifically a Wi-Fi version, because I feel like that's the issue here, because like it's the ASRock Phantom Gaming X570 Wi-Fi. So I feel like because it's the Wi-Fi version, it's just never going to cooperate. I can only be on 1 stream at a time on mobiles. I'm doing the Raven instead of the dummies. Aw, thanks, Graz. You're amazing. Appreciate you. But it is time to get back to the studyings. I would like to get this assignment done because A, it'll be less stress having it finished, and B, the sooner my assignments are done, the sooner I can get back to actually just hanging out with all y'all and playing games and whatnot and having a good time. So we're gonna get back to reading. I'm gonna reset my little timer thing I got over here, and we'll chat again soon. So yeah. Oh my god, all the readings. There's so much to read. It is great. Stealth is apparently a top clipper now. The pre-show pack got 5 views already. Let's go. What's good, Captain Clipper? It's a new thing for Twitch to give badges out. So, see, new badge. I mean, I know that they've had badges before for like bits and gift subs and whatnot. The clip one is new to me though. Posted what the x-rays showed my foot right after my accident. Posted the MRI a week later. I don't have pictures. Ooh. Wing with the biddies. Was that Wing? Yeah, was in fact currently on reading time. Will acknowledge better during break time. This is true. So hello. What's going on here? Just looking at the big forehead of his. It's funny if he closes his eye, he blends in with the walls. Listen, okay, I'm studying and body doubling with y'all. Y'all need to just be meh. Post a screenshot of that in Vex's Discord. Yeah, that's what I got here. I was about to call his ass on stream to wake him up. I'm not sleeping, I'm just studying. Doing about 45 minutes studying. Yeah. So I didn't get the chance to finish building everything to spec of how I wanted to do it. But next study stream there will be a actual timer on screen for you guys to see as well, and it'll have the countdown of when I will be more interactive again. Stay quiet. Win the sibling war. Way to just douse me like that, throwing out my government. It's a Raven, damn it. But it's fine, Wing. You're still amazing.
My usual real name?
Wing.
The audacity.
I lose the sibling war. I fucked up. Just spam to scroll to see that because Wing is fine. I'm not mad about it. It's okay. Half of the people on here, if not all of them, probably already knew that. Stealth didn't, which is semi-surprising. But like my name's come up before, so it's not the biggest of deals. At least it was just the first. The first is okay. I just imagine that now the next time Stealth and I play Destiny together, I'm just gonna get all of the cow jokes and like monster jokes, punching drywall and all the fun stuff that I've gotten from the dummies and everything. So it's fine. Maybe we can redeem the no cursing since he's reading. Kind of moot. Yeah, a little bit. For what it's worth, I do still hear all of the other notifications and whatnot. So like when the cheer went off, I heard that. That's why I did the little clappy. But I do get the notifications of the stuff that goes off. So like if y'all redeem, hydrate, stretch, all that stuff, I do still hear it. It does still go off in my head. I will still do it. I'm just not going to be actually talking to chat while studying, so. Yes, but he definitely told me to call him Raven. I botched that. It's okay. I would appreciate it if you didn't do it again, but it's okay. It happens. We still love you. You're still amazing. I mean, the only evidence is for 6 people that probably only one paying attention. That's fair. Make sure it gets lost in the void. It's okay. I'll edit that out from any future videos that I make from this, if that is to happen. Also, might use it to just call you out there on TikTok, like you've done with me oh so many times, dearest sibling of mine. We'll see how it goes. Bricko is lurking as they're working. Let's go. We appreciate the lurk. Go ahead and listen to all of the lo-fi music and my random intervals of talking and being annoying in between. Hey, his lobster stuff is fading. Yeah, I know. It's looking so much better. I'm not nearly as red as I was at the start of the week. It's great, but at the same time, my nose is peeling real bad. I'm glad that doesn't get picked up nearly as well on camera, but my nose is so peely right now. It's terrible. Graz, I didn't either, but I'm so terrible with names. It's not going to matter. That is fair. You can throw a rock and hit a cow, though. I mean, I don't like that that's true, but that is true. I mean, shit, my high school hockey team had 3 of us on it at the same time. So, like, go off. I'm gonna throw... So, are you gonna hit me, or are you gonna throw a rock at me? Or is it both in, like, 3 months? Respectfully, I was, just kind of hoping for a reunion hug and like hanging out and like singing together for like all of the karaoke times and whatnot, and just eating some good food. But like, I guess if you want to hit me, you can do that too. Made another government name by another internet name first. That's valid. It's the same as like, I know Wing's government name, but it's still just Wingle to me. Hey, he could get even on Sunday. This is true. I could get even on Sunday.
That's right, because we got game day this Sunday.
We got game day this Sunday. Just be like, hey, yo, novel. You frozen. Nah. I'm excited for game day on Sunday. It's going to be great. We got a big reveal planned for the very start of it. Thanks to where we left off last time. It's going to be so good. Honestly, valid. Look at my sibling fucking docs, man. I couldn't defend myself. I mean...
So wait, did you just pass something off to Thavik again?
It happens.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Sort of. Like your headband, beanie, hat thing. It's a scrub cap. It goes around my whole head for sterile procedure stuff. I wear it at work. This would have been the one that I wore at work today if I went.
We don't get crit,
but it's all good.
because it's a complete...
Yeah, I have several different scrub caps. They have been featured as my headwear for
okay,
the
so,
last
like,
couple weeks now. So like,
actually, hold on.
yo, go
Pause,
scrub
because, like,
caps.
the way that it's written is you can only trigger it after
Oh.
a hit has occurred. So, like,
She
it says
is
BX call,
big
but it's
invested
like
right now.
action.
She's like, oh, I'm pulling out the rule book on this one. I mean, we talked about how we can throw a basketball and the dummies get scored and hit 5 Michaels. This is also true. Here's a few of them.
Listen.
We can do all that, but I'll probably throw something at me. Don't be throwing stuff at my sibling. That's my sibling, damn it. Let me throw it at you instead.
It's broken. But like,
and no, you don't know my government name. Dude.
Anyway,
sure. Go ahead and keep telling yourself that.
Realizing
we do goddamn game day.
Realizing how, like, everyone
Getting down on the dummies. Wings partners are Michael and my dad and his dad and brother. Yeah, all to Michaels. All to Michaels.
That's my bitch.
Hey, that's kind of how I feel about Wing. It's just like, you leave my sibling alone, including Wing. Wingle, you can't fuck with yourself or talk bad about yourself. That's my job now. Older brother here, okay? I'll do it for you. Love you so much. You're amazing. I can't wait to see you for family reunion and the possibility of Gen Con. So like, you, Karen? Do I really know your government name? Yes. Wingle is me. I have your birthday saved in my calendar. Of course I know your government. You think I'm a Karen? The audacity. Wing is the farthest thing from a Karen, okay? Say me and my sibling are exactly the same. Yeah.
So you're like, why won't it let me do the thing? Okay.
Oh damn.
So yes,
getting called out. I send the tiki talkies.
Okay, just making sure.
I got a 10-day streak. Where's yours at, Wing?
Okay.
So, it's funny though, because Wing and I don't even have a streak on TikTok. But that's okay. Anyway, my 5-minute break's up. I need to go do the studyings again because I got a big flashing red light over here saying, hey, time's up. What's my last name start with? Are you asking me or are you asking chat? Because like, W for wizard. But no, I don't have streaks with anyone. That this is very true.
There you go.
No, what is warlock? Alright, while y'all argue that out, I'm gonna go back to studying real quick because I still got another chapter to finish. But y'all's amazing. Can't wait to figure out who won the debacle of what is Wing's government name. Y'all enjoy. It sounds like it's gonna be amazing. We'll chat again in a little bit as I do more reading. 25-minute counter starting right meow. Oh my god, so much breathing. But I finished the chapters, so yeah, now I just need to actually write my discussion board post about it. So like, woo? I think, maybe?
Just for saying it actually, like, out loud.
I don't know.
The way that Gunny is looking at this is every time
that's weird.
So far, it has literally just been to defend something else.
Wing wants to know if I know, going back to the last name conversation, right? Because I'm traveling back in time to catch up with chat now. But Wing wants to know if I know what their last name starts with. I ain't touching the government name with anything. You gotta go to judo anyways. Okay, well, bye, Wing. Sorry I didn't get to answer that beforehand. Hope you have fun at judo. Kick some ass. You amazing. Stella's at a 220-day streak with Pidge. Let's go. Hi, Charlie. Also, Steph, thank you for like sending in the like Pomodoro method stuff. I had the timer turned on for it to go off, but I was like, this feels like it's going off a little too consistently, so I just shut it off for the evening, and I'm going to tweak it later. But thank you for updating people while I'm not actively chatting with everybody. I appreciate it. You're amazing. Just started the reading back up. You. Body doubling, no bigs, all the body doubling, because like it's spring semester, so everything's accelerated. Instead of having 3 months to go through this whole class, I got 7 weeks. So I gotta do the big paying attentions, the big focus studyings. So, but I also have stream challenge going on, and I didn't want to fail that either. So we body doubling and streaming together. It's great. Still being the current chat watcher, yo. I is in fact on a breaks now. So still dead. Unfortunately, I don't have that command set up. Doing the best I can. I'm faster than Grass because I'm on the computer. That's fair. Grass is on mobile. It happens. Y'all are still amazing. So thank you to all y'all hanging out, doing the stuffs. You know, picking up the slack where I'm falling short because studying and first study stream. So there's things I need to play test and see what works and what doesn't work. And if there's anything that I should set up on a timer for rotational stuff. But still, appreciate the help. Y'all are amazing.
What exactly?
Charlie saved a poor little high schooler from a not nice drunk on the bus. Ooh. Made my mama bear come out. I was like, nope, this lady is making the kid uncomfy. I'm going to step in, pretend I know this girl. Way to go, Charlie. I'm so happy that you did that. We need more people like you doing stuff like that, because like that's just not okay. Funny enough, I actually saw a TikTok of individuals on a bus. There was this little old lady in a wheelchair in the handicap section on a bus, right? Just minding her own business. There's a dude that sat in the row behind her and then put his feet up on the armrest of her wheelchair. And there were other people that got up and intervened like, no, that's not right. That's disrespectful. You need to put your foot down and get off of her chair and like stop messing with her, because that's so very not okay. It's like, good on you for stepping up for the high schooler. That makes me feel so good. So, yay. Cheers all around for Charlie. You amazing. Does my shout out button work? Hold on. My shout out button gonna do a thing? Disgusting. Feels feet belong on the floor. That part. It's like, I personally don't like feet. So like, yeah, feet definitely belong on the floor. Keep your feet away from me. Well, the lady was asking about ethnicity. Then started with, they still are yada. I'm like, it's a kid. No. Yeah. That's not okay. Ethnicity is also not a thing to be messing around about. Like, homie, just because you don't call it racism don't mean it's not racism. Do better. Y'all need to do so much better. But we are on our 30-minute break right now, because we are on round 3 of Pomodoro method. So because I never figured out the so button. Yeah. Now I have, there's a button. I think I just need to resync all of my stuff with Twitch. I think for some reason it just kind of bugged out on me, and I just need to log out and log back in, because like my scene buttons ain't working either to like swap scenes for stuff. So I think it's just my stream deck being a little finicky, and I just have to relog into things from a recent update or something maybe. But I'll have it working eventually. This is the fun of dealing with technology. Sometimes things just break and you don't know about it until you go to click the button, and then the button doesn't click. Especially not now with the current political climate. Yeah. Especially up in Canada. Also, yeah. Yeah, it's like, shit be crazy right now. Y'all just need to extend a helping hand. Like, be kind, be gracious to one another. Like, even besides current political climate and stuff going on, like, you never know what somebody's going through. Like, somebody could have just gotten a terrible diagnosis from a doctor. Like, they might be on the bus heading home from a doctor's appointment where they got terrible news. Like, you just need to be kind to one another. It's not that hard. Like, I know that, like, there's the TikTok thing that's been going around for a few months now, where it's just like, oh, it costs nothing to be nice. And then all of the comments of people just been like, yeah, well, how much does it cost to be rude or to be mean and this, that, and the other? It's like, that's not the point. The point is, y'all just need to be nice to one another. If more people were nice, like, this is the part that I love about this community and like Vex's community and the dummies and all of us that hang out together, is that we are so, like, do we shit talk one another? Yes, but it's out of respect for one another, because we know the lines and we know the boundaries of where not to cross, and if we happen to tread too far past that line, we're all open to have the conversation of like, hey, that broke my boundary and I'm not okay with it, at which point the person that broke said boundary is just like, hey, I'm sorry, I'll keep that in mind, won't do it again. And like that's the part that is so amazing about this community. Vex's over here just like, yeah, y'all amazing.
About us.
Yeah. I mean, that too, we're part of the community, damn it. It's all in love and care, exactly. But yeah, it's like, this is why I love this community so much, and why I love hanging out with all of you and everything, and chilling in Discord, chilling on stream, chatting with all y'all. You all are just so amazing, and you fill all of my heart and soul with joy and happiness and hope for the future, that together we might be able to turn things around. This kid looked like a student at first, and I was just like, maybe in grade 12. Nope, talked to her and found out that she was in 10th. Oh my damn. Honestly, I'm still, that's such a wholesome moment. Charlie, you're amazing. Proud to have you here hanging out with me in my chat. Proud to have you as part of the community and hanging out with everybody here. You're amazing. People, seriously, I cannot stress enough how great each of you are, and just so wholesome. I love it. Still, all of my doctors and nurses are, and even my workman comp nurse, through this entire process, they are like, you are so calm and easy going through all of this. Like, how else am I supposed to be if I get angry and yell? What's that going to accomplish? For real, though. Like, hello, I'm Mike. How's it going, Mel? It's like the amount of people that you see that, like, frustration and anger with the diagnosis is understandable to an aspect, but at the same time, like, causing stress and dysfunction to those that are trying to help you to the best that they can, dealing with whatever your predicament is, has never made sense to me. If anything, it just makes those, like, your doctors and nurses are still human. How you treat them is then going to be a reflection of how they're going to feel about treating you. Are they going to disrespect you or do anything that is against patient care? No.
That's so fair.
But they might not be running to your aid quite as fast as they would somebody else that's been nice to them. So, like, Also, hi son, how's it going? Thanks for the biddies. Oh, honey, them corgi butts.
It doesn't need a D4 unarmed strike damage if you're not somebody that's trained in unarmed.
All right, so we have a little bit of time left on our break. With that, I'm gonna take like an actual legit break because I got to go relieve the bladder and get some more drinks. So we're gonna hop on the BRB screen real quick. I will be back in just a little bit. Had a lot of shit dropped on me at work. I'm sorry, son. We can talk about it in Discord. There's places to post things, to vent and whatnot. Catch my flies with honey than vinegar. So fucking true. Missed the going live notification by an hour or two. That's fair. But yeah, I'll be right back. Go and get the waters and whatnot. I will see you all in just a couple minutes. Okay, so like, why did my BRB button work, but then switching back to the just chatting screen didn't? Make that make sense. What's the point of having a stream deck? It's not going to cooperate and operate the stream. The whole point why this damn thing was created. But taking a quick jump back just to catch up. Seriously though, had an accident with what happened to me. All I need to know is the course of treatment, what I need to do to take care of it. What's the point of being angry? So valid, homie. So very valid. When I was in the hospital, it felt like the nurses were kind of ignoring me. I know that they're just kind of, I know that they aren't. It just kind of felt like that. But they still were just like, you're an easy guy. I didn't raise a major fuss about and talk calmly about it. Good on you, homie. I mean, nurses have so much going on so consistently. I can understand where it feels like you're being ignored, especially when like the general like ratio of patient to nurses is usually somewhere in the realm of 6 to 10. So every one nurse is taking care of 6 to 10 people at a time. That means filling orders from doctors for meds, dietary stuff, check-ins on this, that, and the other in terms of different sats, for like your oxygen, blood, any medical drips that you have going on and whatnot. Like there's so much going on so consistently, and they have to bounce from person to person on a certain interval rate. Usually it's somewhere in the realm of like 2 hours. So like every 2 hours on average, not saying this is exact, but on average, like every 2-ish hours, they gotta do another rotation round check on everybody. And they have to note all of the things that they do, all the interactions that they had, and stuff that they talked about with the patient, what patient responses were to certain standardized questioning. Like it's a lot. It's so much. Charlie, yeah, I was raised with customer service parents. People will treat you with kindness. If you're kind first, I will respect you until you don't deserve it. Then I'm gonna call you out on it. Same. That is how I am. Everybody that I meet for the first time gets respect until they don't deserve it because they've disrespected me or people that I care about. And if you disrespect me directly, I'll just stop talking to you. If you disrespect somebody else around me, I will stick up for them if they don't already do it for themselves. So like same. None of my parents or guardians were customer service centric. Grandpa was a FedEx delivery driver though. Nice. That's what's up. I also like how I left to go to the bathroom and came back to hydrate with water. Y'all are so great. I love y'all so much. Yeah. But no, neither of my parents are also customer service based. We love you too. Thanks, Mel. My dad has always worked in a factory for the longest time. Very little to no customer service there. Very much just take the orders from the boss, do the thing, go home. And then mom has always worked in a non-patient facing version of working at a hospital. So she's not the customer service side of things. Like she's an instrument liaison right now. So she deals with the instrumentation for the hospital and doesn't actually deal with legit people per se. Like she obviously works with other people because she has to work with the vendor reps from all the different companies and everything. But like there's not a whole lot of customer service that goes into that from her perspective because they're trying to sell to her. And then she's the one that communicates what they have and what they're offering to the surgeons and to the higher ups at the hospital that make the purchasing decisions on what we should or shouldn't buy. So there's very little customer service in terms of like her having a customer service voice to other people, because she's basically an information gatherer that then presents that information to other people that make the final decision. Welcome back. Technically, also not fair that they end up short-staffed. Yeah, nurses are almost always short-staffed. There's very much not enough going around. Usually you get the best nurse care if you're at like a private hospital, which A, there's not very many of, and B, even fewer of us can probably afford it because like them's the rich people hospitals. No offense to anybody here that is or is not rich, because like I can't afford that shit neither. I can't even afford going to my own hospital half the time, and they pay for my insurance. Make that make sense. Also, sorry I was silent in chat. Stone golems take so long to kill. You're good, homie. No worries whatsoever. You do the things that you be doing. I'm just trying to... I know you and I were chatting earlier, DMing on the Discords about stuff to do tonight. I'm still just trying to finish this assignment. I have this... I finished my reading. I just have to do my discussion board post itself about the reading to complete my assignment, and then I'm done. No more homework for the night. I was never customer service also, but when I was working at Sat Bros, I was a little customer facing because of service calls. Yay, mechanic shit. Yeah, no, I've bounced around between lots of things. Most of the things I've done has been customer service based, because I started with fast food, went into the financial sector as a loan officer. So I was the one that was meeting with the members and whatnot and taking their loan applications and dispersing loans if they were approved. So lots of customer service stuff on my end of things. I'm a little less customer servicey now as a surgical tech because most of my job revolves around the patient being asleep on the table. I mostly just stand there quietly and pass off instruments and make sure that stuff stays clean and sterile. That's about it. Very little customer service goes into that. So I don't have to do that so much now, but it was a thing that I used to do, and those skills definitely have translated and have helped me, because being able to have a customer service voice and more or less kiss ass to the higher ups has definitely helped me get better jobs. Proud of you for doing your homework. Thanks, Mel. Gotta be getting them good grades. Gotta be getting good grades, trying to be a physician. Trying to have other people pay for my tuition for me, so I gotta get the really good grades to get all the scholarships. Son, as somebody that has done the customer service part of restaurants, I always was willing to do more for people that were nice than those that weren't. That is so fair. Like coming from like McDonald's, I worked my way up through the McDonald's chain, working fast food. I worked up into being a manager in the 4-ish years that I worked there. And any customer that came in and didn't bitch at me about something being wrong, but just like giving the notifications, just like, hey, just a heads up, like it's not a big deal. Just so you know, this happened. Like I ordered this, but got this instead. Not a big deal, whatever. Like I would refund them and remake their food because I was the manager and technically could do so. I wasn't supposed to do so. Like that's a no-no. It's supposed to be one or the other. But I oftentimes said, fuck it, I don't give a shit because my boss was a dick and I didn't like my boss, so I'd go the extra mile for the people that were nice to me. And then if there were people that were assholes to me, I'd be like, all right, you get one or the other because I have to give it to you. But if you just keep raising a stink about it instead of just tell me which one you want, I will make you leave and you will get your refund later. Customer service is the patient is asleep. They don't see you. Yeah. Like, the patient sees me for all of at most 10 minutes and that's it, because they come into the room awake and then they go to sleep. They see me for maybe 10 minutes while they're being transferred from their bed to the operating table before they get put to sleep, and that's even if they are being transferred while still awake and transferring themselves. Depends on the case. Half the time they get put to sleep on their transfer bed and then we move them to the operating table. Depends on what procedure is going on. But yeah, they see me for 5, maybe 10 minutes at most, and that's it. And they usually don't even remember the interaction after they wake up because your anesthetic, especially if you're going under like general anesthesia and being fully knocked out, you're not just getting like a local block. You lose a bit of your short-term memory as well, so like you won't remember coming into the room even after your surgery's over. So half the time patients don't even remember me at all. Worked at Five Guys and Boston Market, wound up becoming a manager at Boston Market. Nice job, son. Look at you go. Now it was funny because I became a manager at McDonald's and 3 months later got fired because I went to a hockey tryout that they gave me the allotted time off for. Because it was right at, I was roughly 22 at the time. I had just finished my manager training, just officially got the promotion to becoming a manager. And then 2 months later, like while all my manager training stuff was still going on, I had talked to my general manager of the whole store and was just like, hey, I have this thing coming up. I've been invited to this tryout for this semi-professional hockey team. It's in fucking New York. So I'm going to be gone. It's a week-long tryout and like travel time to and from and everything, and like having to arrive early for prelim check-ins and like health check stuff and whatnot for pre-screenings on health things. It was going to be 2 weeks off. I had the PTO for it saved up because at that time I just never took vacations. And they had a rollover policy. So I had like almost 2 years of PTO saved up. Not 2 years taken off, but like 2 years of PTO accrual saved up. So I had something like 6 weeks of available PTO, and I was just like, hey, I need these 2 weeks off to go and do the thing. And they approved it and said that I could go, that I could take the time off and whatnot, and like it was PTO. So like it's approved paid time off. So the job was supposed to still be there for me when I came back. Go and leave to the tryout and everything, come back from the tryout, ended up not getting a spot on the team. And then the manager was just like, oh, well, since you went to the tryout and it was in New York and it was for a semi-professional thing, I just figured you weren't going to be working here anymore. I was just like, no, if I wasn't going to be working here anymore, I would have put in a resignation, not a PTO request. And then they were just like, oh, well, we already refilled your place and picked somebody else to promote instead of you. So if you want to keep working here, you have to go back to just being a crew member again. Not even a trainer. Had to go back to being a crew member as if I was a brand new hire off the street. I was just like, you gotta be shitting me right now. I did it just for the sake of I needed a job because I still had to pay bills, but I immediately started the job hunt and found a new job not even 2 weeks later and then quit. I won't yell unless I get really pissed off, but I will put on the annoyed tone if I have to talk back about sending something back or something is wrong. That's fair. Personally, on my end, if something, like in terms of ordering food, if something's wrong, I don't even tell them. Like if it's wrong, it's wrong. Most of the time I'll still eat it anyways, unless it's like very wrong, like if something's just not cooked.
No, I'm saying
but like if it's like, oh, I ordered this without tomatoes, but there's tomatoes on it, like that's very much just a like preference thing on my end for the stuff that I order without tomatoes, because I don't have an issue with tomatoes. I like tomatoes. There's just certain things that I'm just like, I just don't like tomatoes on this. But if they're there, I'll still eat it. So if it's wrong, I don't even raise a stink about it. I just eat it, go about my day. But that's also probably just because of me coming from working fast food and dealing with all the customers and just being like, no, it just, because of what it is for me, because like I said, it's a preference thing. It's not like I have an allergy or like I just absolutely hate it or whatever. Like it's very much just that, oh, I would prefer not to have it, but it's not the end of the world if it's there, is why I just don't raise a stink about it. No harm to anybody else that does though, because like stuff be a thing. How does the redhead thing work? Redheads typically have a higher aversion to like processing anesthetic, so it's less effective and you get a higher dose, because for whatever reason redheads they metabolize the anesthetic faster, so you need a bigger dose in order to stay asleep. Sunfire quit management position because I was done with the bullshit there. Don't blame you at all. That's some wild bullshit. Yeah, no. Corporate McDonald's is stupid with how they handle their employment. That's part of why they have such a high turnaround and why nobody usually works there for more than like 2 years on average. The way employers have no issue dicking people over is wild to me. Fucking same, homie. It is absolutely crazy. Stupid, I got fired for my tone of voice in a job that wasn't customer facing without any warning. That's also stupid, Graz. That sounds kind of like when I got fired from the credit union. I got fired because I was less than 5 minutes late 3 times in 1 month because they started 4 different construction projects in my city in each of the 4 routes of from my place to like from my house to the credit union, and like each time the traffic was different each time. Like there was no way of like on this Tuesday it took 30 minutes to get through this traffic section. On the next Tuesday, going through the same traffic section, you would anticipate relatively the same traffic because it's the same street, right? But somehow the following Tuesday, it took an hour and 15 minutes instead of a half hour to get through it. Therefore, I was late. So like it was crazy. I ended up getting fired because I was less than 5 minutes late 3 times in a month, and it was unfair that I could be late and others couldn't. Even though all of my stuff was still done and ready, like all of my pre-opening things were still done and taken care of, and I was ready to go to help the first member that walked in the door as soon as we opened, a half hour after I was supposed to be there. And more times than not, I also helped the first member that walked through the door because I would answer the phone right away. But yet somehow it was an issue for me to be 5 minutes late to when we were supposed to punch in prior to the credit union even opening. Make it make sense. Like I was the only loan officer that never blocked myself out from helping new members because I needed to finish paperwork for previous members, while more than half of the rest of the loan team that I worked with did. They would go up to my boss and be like, oh, I have all of this paperwork that I still need to finish to submit this loan, that loan, whatever, like all of the back end filing stuff after we're finished helping a member and their loan's completed, all of the back end filing stuff that we have to do for record keeping. I would be the only one that would consistently get that done while waiting for the next call to come in for a new member to show up and needing help for something, while everybody else would just sit there and let it accumulate and then go up to our boss at the end of the day, be like, hey, can I mute out for the last hour and not take any new calls because I need to get this paperwork done. Whereas I'm just in there like, yeah, I can help whoever because my stuff's done. But yet me showing up less than 5 minutes late was an issue. Make that make sense. Yeah, as I was the new manager, getting to tell someone I'm cutting their hours from what they were to a 12 because they hired somebody to replace them in case they quit. She came in thinking she was fired. Damn. It's also a girl that was calling in quite frequently. So, I mean, if you're not going to show up to work, then fucking don't work. The fuck? That's so wild. Not even 5 minutes late. And the crazy part about it too is that the way the punch-in system worked for that credit union, like the way that it was coded and everything, is that if you punched in 1 second past when you were supposed to, it automatically put it in the system as 5 minutes late. Like it would show the time of your actual punch, but then start your actual like hours for like what you're being paid for at 5 minutes after. So like because we were supposed to punch in by 8:30 to be open for 9. If I punched in at 8:30:01, it counted me as punching in at 8:35. Which was also stupid. Fuck off with that credit union. That part. Yeah. Funny enough, that same credit union tried taking me to court, small claims court, for a $300 fee because they were still pulling stuff out of my account for non-use fees on an account that they closed when they fired me. Because they thought I was going to raise a big hell. Like I was escorted out of the building and everything when I was fired because they thought I was going to raise a big stink about it and like make a scene. So they even escorted me out and had somebody else pack up my office and all of my personal belongings to give to me outside of work because they thought I was going to raise a big stink about it. I walked out quietly and calmly like, yeah, fuck this place. I didn't really want to work here anymore anyways. I was just doing this until I found a new job, which I hadn't found yet at the moment that they had fired me. But they fired me and they said, hey, you can't keep your accounts here. We're going to close out your accounts and send you a check for the balance in your accounts. I was like, all right, cool. That's fine. Because realistically, for how y'all are treating me, I don't want to give you my business anyways as a member. So fuck y'all. And so they closed the accounts. They sent me the check for the balance in them, right? The account was closed. How am I accruing fees for insufficient funds on an account that's not open? That's not how that shit works. And then they tried to take me a small claims court about it for like $300 accruals of fees for an account that they closed. So I went to court with that and like, no. Judge voted on my side. I didn't have to pay the fines. That was lovely.
Good with just a quick potty break and coming back. I don't know if
Still, I mean, my work could get fired for being less than 5 minutes late because of the way that their point system worked. Yeah. I mean, different places operate differently. They didn't have a point system or a technical truancy policy. It was more so just whatever the managers decided was unacceptable was the guideline you had to go by. And apparently my less than 5 minutes late 3 times in a month was unacceptable. I feel like it was definitely a against me thing more so than anybody else, because there were other people that were also going through changes and whatnot in their own lives that were given more leniency than me, because this was also the same time that my child was born. But it be what it be. I'm not upset about it. I like where I'm at now better anyways. Graz, that was last Friday. There were 4 documented.
You're doing great.
Oh my god, I know. Except I'm totally going over my break time and just chatting with people. But, you know, it's fine. I like talking too much sometimes.
To be fair, it's after. It's almost 10:30 anyway.
Yeah. Like, I just gotta type this discussion board post out.
Type it out.
With what I'm talking about, I will start typing what I'm talking about, and they are not one and the same. But yeah. No, that credit union was stupid. I'm glad I don't work there no more. It wasn't fun. I didn't like it. I liked getting to help people in the ways that I got to help people sometimes, but it was stupid. 4 documented discussions about where I saw no paperwork ever. There was nearly 2 years of great paperwork, plus there was their own point system. I was owed 2 more points, but it wasn't a firing offense. Let's go. We love not being fired. Funny enough, the credit union was the only job I've ever been fired from. Stuff, we got fired if we got more than 7 points accrued, and that would be 0.5, and being late would be the 0.5 points for us. Nice. Company I work for doesn't want to fire. I mean, in some sense, that's terrible. In some sense, that's not. Sounds like a lawyer up situation. I mean, because of there being no proof, because there was like no paperwork or anything about it, like it was all just word of mouth stuff, it wouldn't have gone anywhere. There wasn't any evidence to actually take it to court with, because funny enough, I actually talked to one of my buddies that was a paralegal about it. So yeah, unfortunately, it didn't work. If we had the funds for it, I would, yeah. All right, but break time over. I'm still gonna be hanging out and chatting. I'm gonna do a little less storytelling so I can type out this discussion board post and be done with my assignments. Lawyers do be expensive. Hell yeah. Yeah, lawyers be stupid expensive. Funny enough, I was actually talking with a surgeon yesterday because they were actually talking to their lawyer about malpractice insurance. Found out that their lawyer charges a $1,200 an hour fee just to talk to them. I was just like, fucking what? That is absurd. Some do the pay after you win. That is true. There are some lawyers out there that do that. Those lawyers are personally my favorite, but they're still expensive because they'll take like, especially if like you're not suing somebody, like if you're hiring the lawyer to defend you and you're not actually getting any sort of financial compensation if you win the court case, but then still have to pay them if you win as the defendant, it's just like, I don't have the money for this though. I mean, you're gonna need to get a good lawyer and malpractice insurance. I know, but just hearing the number sounded crazy. Like, I understand putting it in perspective of like, as a physician and whatnot, like actually being a surgeon and everything, knowing that like it wouldn't be uncommon to have a mid 6-figure income. Like $1,200 at that point might not sound like a lot. $1,200 an hour right now sounds like a whole lot of fucking money, because that's damn near 2 weeks of work on my end. Like, fuck that. That is so much money. Take home after taxes. Almost. That's a paycheck. Yeah. That like after taxes, that's a paycheck for me. It's fucking stupid. Boyfriend got fired because the insurance / his work were the same company, and he yelled at the adjuster for screwing him over. So he's taking them to appeal in court. Good. Take him to court. Fucking do it. Be like, hey, yo, bitches. Y'all fucked me over. You ain't fucking me over twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, fuck off. Hopefully, everything goes well for your boyfriend, Charlie. I have fingers crossed for you and your boyfriend. Because that's some garbage. Alright, time to do type-ins and whatnot, though. I'm still going to be checking in, just less storytime stuff. So, like, yeah. Wow, I haven't typed in a while. This is going to be something. Graz, I've heard that some do, but as much as I dislike the way this termination was handled, and I'm perfectly happy never seeing those managers again, company itself is a good place doing great work, donates 5% profits to stop human trafficking. I don't want to cause them more problems. I mean, while like respecting the company but not liking the managers, like I can resonate with that to an extent. At the same time, the company won't, like, if the company is doing well enough to consistently donate 5% of profits to causes like that, you suing them for the just treatment of yourself is not going to hurt their profit margin. So by all means, like, take care of yourself. Husband thinks one of the leads had it out for me. Yeah, probably, for sure.
I would like to revive that. Val has been in the cart before we found it again. I knew that the basically
Val was in the cart before they found it again. Well, why'd you hit your knee? You're not supposed to do that.
Not like I can choose.
Actually, you very much can. You are in control of your own bodily movement.
I'm a lanky bitch.
I'm taller than you. I know the struggle. Grass is high.
Okay, but like,
they still doing the dummy stream stuff.
With this email that you put in the Zoom chat.
Oh shit. Shit, it's 10:30. I need to go to bed. Just get ready. Listen, ain't that type of stream, or is it? They being a little meh over here. Wanna stop being the cutie? Yo. Hell yeah. You the cute one. I'm just over here just like, aw, she adorable. Oh my god. It's being a gremlin. Yeah. Cutest gremlin you ever did see.
I'm mad that I'm streaming right now. I was gonna fuck with you so bad.
Ha. That's right, get to work. I also need to get to work, but like, eh. You two are toxic adorbs. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Another stone golem spawn. Damn. Fuck him up, Mel. You got this. I believe in you. Just kiss already. Thanks for the clip, Stealth. Over here being the number one clip leader over here, just doing all the things. I missed the other Vex being supportive. Damn. That's okay. Now he's dead. Just hope a Fenring doesn't kill me. That would be nice. We don't like doing the dyings. I feel as though I've died enough times for you and I both in Valheim. So, like, Pop off, homie. Don't die. You got this. I believe in you. Yeah. So, little fun fact, just to let y'all dive into my brainwaves for a quick moment. 30-day stream challenge, right? Goal number 1 was streaming for 30 consistent days just to prove to myself that I could do it, while also having a whole lot of back-end content to then make other clips and small videos and stuff with for like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and whatnot to help grow my following a little bit and maybe turn this into a little bit of like a little side gig to make working through pre-med and med school a lot more feasible, because like tuition ain't cheap, homie. But realistically, that's also partially just a pipe dream, which is why I still legit work and go and do the thing every week. So by no means do any of you need to feel obligated to support me financially in any way. Do so at your own choice. I'm not here begging or asking for it. It's just a nice perk that I have access to because y'all are just so amazing and make me feel so loved. So like, thank you for all of that. Even just those of you that are hanging out right now, y'all are also amazing. Like, but low-key, he is begging. Nah, homie. I don't beg for shit. Respectfully, I don't beg for nothing. I am very hesitant to accept help or even ask for it. It is a character flaw of mine. Charlie coming in with the biddies. Thank you, Charlie. I die so much in this game. I think I'm up to 40 on this seed. Damn. That, I mean, it's understandable, especially if you're dealing with stone golems and whatnot. Like, you were up in the mountains, homie. I do what I can when I can because I'm the same way. Let's go, son. Y'all are amazing. All the best. All the same. I appreciate each and every one of you just for being here. And the extra that comes with that as you're able / if you're wanting. Very much appreciated. Y'all are so amazing. I cannot stress that enough just how fantastic each of you are. Last of the beauties till payday. You know I'm just playing. It's okay, Stealth. We still love you. I know you're playing. That goes back to the whole, oh, we talk shit about each other conversation we were having earlier. Like, we talk shit because we know we can. We do it out of love and care for one another. It'll be nice to see how much I made from Easter week tomorrow. Let's go. Love them holiday paychecks, baby. May miss the stream tomorrow or be very late. Kiddo has a concert for school at 10:30. Nice. Bina had a concert today at 6, which is part of why this also happened so late. I was originally going to do it earlier and be done before, if not slightly into, when the dummies were streaming, but Bean had a concert, so we had to go do the concert stuff, and it was great. He did very well. So proud of the boy. But hey, if you're late, you're late. Life happens. Family's important. Partners, Bean has a concert tomorrow too. I love the concerts. Yeah, it's like it's concert season or something after spring break. Like, it's all the concert seasons, all the stuff going on, all the semester pre-summer finalizations of like, hey, you spent all year practicing this stuff. Now it's time to actually perform it and get your grade. I don't like that this discussion board doesn't have a tab function on paragraphs. It don't look pretty. I don't want to like it. Sun might not be in stream tomorrow. If they will, it's probably gonna be later, around 9:30 or 10. I don't know when specifically I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. Cause like I have a technical meeting at 8 o'clock. But like it's a technical meeting. I don't officially have to go. But I should, because I get a review thing for an exam for my job. So I should do it, but it's not required for me to be there, if that makes sense. So like we'll see what happens. Plus tomorrow is my technical Friday because I work 4-day weeks. I do 4 10s. So I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So like I don't have to go to bed as early tomorrow night. So I can theoretically stream later. Like I'm up past my bedtime right now. I should be asleep, but I have homework to finish. Graz's baby sister has her last dance recital on the last weekend of May. Huzzah! What kind of dance? Is it like tap dance or ballet or some other form? Those are the only two that I know. I'm not well versed in the dance disciplines. Oh. Psychodynamic perspective of Freud or Jung. Describe it in your own words. That's not incredibly complicated. That was from 2.2. We're gonna do Freud because Freud is Freud. Also, the id is the id, and we like the id. Also, peep the lo-fi music. It's kind of amazing. It is medieval lo-fi, found on Spotify, created by Lo-Fi Girl. This specific song is Queen of Hearts by Bougie, and it's so good. It's off to beds. Have a good night. Night, Charlie. Good luck with the homework. Thank you. Slightly might need it, maybe. Graz, all of the above. She's been dancing since she was a tot and does all of them. Tap, jazz, contemporary, group, ballet, everything. Well, damn. Talk about being disciplined. Holy shit. That's a whole lot of styles. Let's flipping go. Okay, am I understanding this question correctly? Psychodynamic perspective. So probably not structure of personality.
There is no what in boxing say.
But more so like let's do the defense mechanisms. We like defense mechanisms, right? We can do a deep dive on those. No, seriously though. Yeah. All of the dance disciplines. I thought I was disciplined just being a stay-at-home defenseman for hockey, but like that's technically only 2 disciplines. And then your Tots just over there just like, hey, I do dance. Okay, what kind? All of them. I dance. Damn it. Shit. I wish I knew how to type. From the phone, my friend is back home, so we'll be set for Bowmass when you're finished with homework. Unfortunately, when I finish homework, I'm going to sleep tonight. I'm sorry. It's real late, and my alarm goes off in a little over 6 hours from this moment, and the homework still ain't done yet. So, like, you're amazing. I love you. I can't do the Boston tonight. This took a lot longer than I was anticipating. Like, I was expecting to have this done by like 9:30. It's almost 11. We'll do the bosses another night. We can do it tomorrow night because I don't have the same bedtime tomorrow night. I have homework to do tomorrow, but I have more time to do it because Bean doesn't have a concert tomorrow, like what he did tonight, and I don't have to go to bed at the same time since I'm past my bedtime tonight. Oh yeah, you have the Beans concerts tomorrow. I literally just read that too, and I already forgot about it. That's how either sleepy I am or semi not focused I am because homework. Either way, sorry. But yeah, we can definitely do it another night. Realistically, I'm available for most of the rest of the weekend anyways, Friday through Sunday. So whatever works for you, we can do the thing. No reason to apologize. I still feel bad. I care about you and yours, damn it. Care about you too. Get absolutely treasured, bitch. Damn. Hell yeah, Mel.
You fucking love nerd.
Yeah. Also, Stealth coming in with a reminder about Final Fantasy Friday. That is also a thing that needs to happen too.
We get rel for it.
And we get rel for it this week. Let's fucking go. But Final Fantasy Friday will still be a thing, but there's a potential of doing the boss stuff with the mail on top of and or outside of Final Fantasy Friday. So let's go.
Because, like, realistically, she's not straight up invisible, but the way that it's worded, in Session 0, Rel and I basically were like, yeah, it's gonna be real rough to see her if you're not paying attention.
Well, Friday will depend entirely on how well my day goes. That's fair. It also don't have to be Friday. I also have Saturday and Sunday available too. So like, no pressure, no rush. We got time. We can do the thing. I won't be able to do D2 again until Sunday. That's fine, son. No worries. I'm gonna be on doing something with people or by myself, just hanging out with y'all, regardless. Y'all take care of you, take care of what you got going on. I'm not here to cause issues with your stuff. By all means, if you're available, great, we can do stuff. If you're not, that's fine too. There's other things I can do. I'm waiting for my workman's comp check to clear. They inputted it today. Well, tell them to do better. It's workman's comp. Those checks don't get drafted unless the money's available.
was because it's a plasmoid. It was voluntary goo loss. Daddy spent all of that time and energy to go find you a fucking guy.
Gonna traffic. Wow. My brain just did a big lapse. So then I don't know if my work schedule is gonna change. Gonna try to have that conversation tomorrow. Best of luck with that, homie. I get to have one of those in another couple months. Because my externship is going to come to an end eventually, and they need to decide if they are officially hiring me or not, which they probably will. And when doing so, they need to decide what my actual legit schedule is going to be, not just my technical externship training schedule. Because then I'm viewed as an official employee and get quoted into the actual staffing needs. So my schedule might change, might stay the same, might, who knows? So I get to have a conversation like that too. Get ready for those on-call shifts. Hell yeah. Gonna be great. And we're all gonna have a great time. I'm gonna be so mad when I get called in on a Sunday and it's a D&D stream Sunday. I'm gonna get so upset, but like medical field be medical field shit. But it's gonna be so stupid. I'm gonna be so upset. Get called in for a surgery at flipping 5:30 for a 6-hour surgery, and it's like, I have a game in 3 hours. Y'all are assholes. Why couldn't you get hurt tomorrow?
Create water. Doesn't have to be.
Or 6 hours earlier. That part too. Number 3,
Yeah,
pick a
that's
behavioral
low. What do you
perspective
mean?
to describe in your own words. Yay, Pavlov. We love Pavloving people.
Side note, if you cast mold earth inside somebody, could you actually plant that watermelon seed that our parents told us would fucking grow and just? Oh my god, wither and bloom! Stop!
Because I know the current you're on doesn't have... Yeah. Currently, the externship, because I'm not viewed as a current employee and am in fact training, I do not have to deal with being on call currently. Once you have that official employment, you get all the calls. Yeah. I'll be on the on-call rotation, depending on what facility I end up working at, whether it's the one where I started my training or the one that I'm at now. It's going to differentiate what my on-call schedule looks like. It's either going to be once every 6 weeks or once every 5 weeks, I think. Something like that. If it's the once every 5 weeks and I get on the rotation where it's the off week of the tolerance, or if I get on the one that's 6 weeks, because even numbers, if If I get on the one that's every 6 weeks and it starts on the off week of Tallish Amity, then I'll never miss a game because I won't be on call on the weekend that we have the game. So we'll see what happens. Fingers crossed that it works out well. I also love how the stipulations of the discussion board post from my professor says that they have to be a minimum of 350 words. There's 4 questions to answer. I've answered 2 of them, and I already have more than 350 words. Like, I don't know who's answering these with less than that. It's like, I'm not even putting in a abundance of information. It is very, like, direct and to the point with very, very little filler, if any. Like, the most filler I have on here is just the example that I put into place for the sake of explaining something in my own words. I'm just hoping to meet you this year at Gen Con. I'm hoping so too. There have been discussions about that today. Decisions have not officially been made yet, so I'm not going to talk about said discussions. But more planning is being had, and we are closer to having a final decision on what's going to happen. So the official post / notifications about that, I imagine, will go out soon-ish once decisions are made. But, you know, life be lifing and adults be adulting. So we'll see how it goes. Just tag me in, coach. We can look similar. I just got to pass things over. We look similar enough. Yes and no. You got to know what the thing is to pass it. Like, quick, what's the Russian? I am 5'11". We'll just put you on a lift. It's fine.
He is like
3 inches shorter is a close approximation. It's in the 3 to 5 range. So we'll get you a lift. It's fine.
Like, she's not here.
The surgeon probably wouldn't notice, but your co-tech probably would. Because generally, especially when being on call, we work in teams. It's usually a 2-scrub roll. So if it's an on-call shift and you get called in, it's usually a bigger trauma. So there's going to be 2 to 3 techs in the room, minimum of 2 for sure.
Like, again, I sent you a DM personally to kind of know what's going on, or, well, it's in the Zoom chat. I sent it to you to know what's going on. This is not registering to her at all. She's like,
Also, if I have to talk, they would definitely notice the different voice. Quite probably. Thankfully, there's not a ton of talking that I have to do in terms of like doing the job itself. Most of it is them talking to me and me just handing them the thing. The only time that you have to talk is when you're handing medications or implants, because you have to tell them what the medication is, and then you have to tell them the size of the implants as they're doing stuff. That way they know what's going on, because they get when you start trialing out for implants, if you're doing like joint replacement stuff, they need to know what size they're at for the trial to then know what implant to put in. So you have to tell them what you're giving them for those instances. That's about all the talking you have to do, though, in terms of like have to say stuff. Everything else is optional.
Gunny is currently out of commission. You're...
Yeah, we can make this work. Oh yeah, we got this. Do the thing.
Can you hand me the nail clippers really quick?
No.
Thank you.
I'm actually being half serious about that. I might not need to because the snack drawer got moved into the other drawer temporarily. I'm gonna dig for them. I just don't know if I'm gonna find them. Nah. Are the big ones okay?
I'll make it work.
Hell yeah. Did the thing. Sun with a hydrate. Almost out of water. Good thing I got more right here. I haven't gone through all of mine yet. And a stretch from stealth. Oh boy. My back actually needs that, so thank you. Appreciate it.
Like, it's a really weird thing, because, like, even with her, like, ethereal-esque form, incorporeal form, there you go, that was the word we used, with the incorporeal form, it's weird because she is still solid. She's just see-through.
I love how for my psych class and what is currently being studied with behavioral perspectives and talking about Pavlov conditioning stuff, I can use the actual Pavloving that I did of my child as an example for my homework assignment. Because I very much Pavloved my daughter into being potty trained. It was fantastic.
Watching this whole thing that has just happened, Vex is hyped as shit, being like, that was so fucking cool. You just come up and you just mollywop this motherfucker.
Okay.
That was
What was
great.
meant by adjustment?
Meanwhile, Gunny has retreated, like very timid, and she's just like,
Humanistic perspective, self and its
didn't mean to.
development, no.
why are you doing
Self-actualization,
this?
biological
cool.
perspectives,
That's terrifying. And like Vex realizing hearing her voice.
terror management theory.
Just like,
Yeah.
Do you not normally fight like that? Like this, the way that you moved, everything. Like each of them hit was just like, and she cuts her off, and she's like, "No, I don't think you understand. The fragility of life and death is as fragile as one's morality. Just because I didn't mean to do, I killed someone. I killed someone after their leaders injured." And Vax is gonna really step back in and be like, oh, you're not a killer. No, I'm not. I use things that I have been taught to help people, and if I can't help him, and I'm the reason that he's gone. He shouldn't have been gone this early. Yeah, but you don't know that. There's no way you could have known that. Like you said, you didn't mean to. That was an accident. Sir?
Psychological.
It doesn't. And she just retreats back into herself even harder. She's like, I can't do this. And she just. And Vex comes to the forefront.
No, yeah. There we go. Yay, dictionary.
When she comes back to, it looks a little violent, kind of like when you actively revive somebody that has been dead, like what you see in like a lot of these like hospital dramas and shit. Like the person comes back and they're like.
Oh my god, where we got spicy Marlow followed. Oh my god, hi. Hello. Welcome to the block. So glad you're here. How's it going? It's going good. We're doing some study streaming stuff, body doubling things. I'm finishing a discussion board right now. Doing stuff and things. Answering questions, doing homework, hanging out, doing stuff. It's taking longer than I thought it was going to. I should have been in bed already because my alarm goes off in 6 hours. But it's okay. I'm almost done with this discussion board, and then I'm going to bed. I have 2 more questions to answer. So, like, yeah. I just apparently am having a tough time understanding what the 3 different methods of adjustment are. So, yeah. Damn, that's rough. Yeah. It's a little rough, but it's okay. We'll survive. Tomorrow's my Friday. I don't need a ton of sleep. I do, but We're not going to talk about it. Sleep is for the weak. Who needs that? You, the future doctor. I'm going to have so many sleepless nights moving forward. It's going to be lovely. So we're just doing all of the things.
Does Grim still get the D4 if he's still attacked? Because I don't think that drops, does it?
Bing, 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 bing. 3-way psychologist study adjustment. Yeah, just via the scientific method. We believe in you. Thank you. You need to learn to deal with little sleep now. I can function on 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I just prefer having more. I'm happier when I have more.
Check our thing.
Oh, how do I want to word this sentence? That's how I want to word that sentence. Fantastic. For cause, looking for links. What's that? Am I missing something here?
Oh, it was like she sucked us into.
There, I take naps at work. I don't have that benefit. I would love to take naps at work, but there's not enough downtime in my day for me to do so feasibly. So that's just not a thing I currently get to do. Going back to the on-call talk from earlier, when I'm on call, if I'm in the hospital on call, we have sleep rooms and I can nap then. But in terms of like normal scheduled shift, there's not really time to take a nap. It's a little scary how much little sleep I can function on, because I can function on 2 hours or less.
Function is strong.
That part. I have functioned on 1. I mean, getting away with it for a day, I can do that too, but like I can't do that consistently. Like I could get 1 to 2 hours of sleep and then still manage the next day, but I will definitely need 6+ the following night. Otherwise I won't function again the day after. Day 3 would be a high crash. It would be so much fun, and by that I mean not fun whatsoever. I mean, I've run a 27-hour day on 4 hours of sleep. Nice. I had my longest time ever staying awake was, I want to say I hit 46 hours being straight awake after like an 8-ish hour sleep. So that day was fun. 2 days technically was fun. Can't function on anything less than 6. I'm too angsty to do that. That is fair. I don't blame you for that whatsoever. I prefer having at least 6, but I can handle a day or 2 with less than that. At 27 hours was almost all on the clock too. Nice job. My 40 whatever hours that I mentioned was not. Son, you need more sleep than that. Your body will thank you. This is true. It would. Stealth, when I was switching from day shift to night shift, I would usually do the stay awake for 24 and then sleep when I needed to. I'm the opposite. I napped. I would nap throughout the day, like the transfer day of like, hey, this is now when I'm supposed to be asleep. I would nap as much as I could and then stay up when I was supposed to be. Do a 1 day hard reset. That was also back when I was 21. Yeah.
I'm sure that I will later, but like, it's almost like it's almost like it's sinking in that this is not a game for these people. I literally just told Gunny, like, it's not her fault. She didn't mean to. She just wasn't thinking. She wasn't paying attention. And the same thing goes for you. We weren't thinking that anybody was going to die from this. Like, we all just kind of thought that they were just going to get roughed up, you know? And what if it's not a family, dude? We all got families. She's thinking back to the conversation she had with Gunny about how fragile the line is with morality. What is it that Wither says? What's the cost of a human life? How much gold is it gonna take? There's no gold. I would want blood. But she just hangs her head, or I hang my head and thought. Gunny wouldn't. She pulls out the ledger that Gunny found. Like, I don't think he needs all the extra anyways. He's You know who would really appreciate this aggressive theatrical performance between Jack and I. The gays. Thanks, Jess.
My joints seem to want to pop and crack a lot today. Nice. Mine don't. Like, I have days that are like that too. I actually had a day like that on Monday. Did a couple robot surgeries on Monday. When we do robot surgeries, we actually get to sit down, which does not happen often in surgery. But you actually get to sit down, and every time I sat down and stood back up, both of my knees were popping every time. I'm just like, this ain't normal for me. What in the hell is going on right now? Must be the change in the weather. Toe on my messed up foot would like to pop every time I move, like curling it. Nice. Oh, damn. Alright. Wait for this to update saying that my submission was cooperative. Hopefully. Maybe. Anytime now. Email. Please tell me that my submission worked out. It would make me a very happy individual. Yep, it's there. We're good. Fantastic. Yay, my assignment's done. Homework's done. It's been great. This took quite a bit longer than I was anticipating. 3.5 hours we've been on here. Oh my god. Alright. But on that note, since the assignment is done, we're going to have a quick wrap up here, and I'm going to go to sleep because it's almost 11:30. And as previously mentioned, my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. So I have a little over 5 hours before I need to be awake and doing the thing tomorrow. So y'all have been amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight and just chilling and vibing and body doubling with me while I got homework done. It's been great. Y'all are absolutely fantastic. I cannot stress that enough. I know I've said it a lot tonight, but it's important to me that y'all know because it's a thing. But on that note, who we gonna raid? I think the dummies are probably almost done with their stuff for the night too.
Yeah, but we can always bleed into somebody else.
Ooh, a raid into a raid, or do I just want to raid somebody else and maybe the dummies will join that later? Nah, we just gonna join the dummies. Sleep, play, doctor. That is the plan. No, we gonna go hop in on the dummies and hang out with them for the last few minutes. Some of y'all are probably already over there anyways, which is fine. But we will see all of you tomorrow. Hopefully not doing homework stuff. The goal is to have homework stuff done before streaming tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But y'all are amazing. I love you. Y'all have the best of nights. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye, friends.